Hi everyone, welcome back. And I just want to give you my update. And it's been 1 week and probably 3 days since my right side boobs actually deflated. So I'm going through the process. The first, beginning I was fine. I wasn't freaking out. I was so cool with everything. And then when I started doing more research and what I did to myself, I was like, oh my gosh, now I'm starting to get more freaked out than ever. When you just started like wanting to get your boobs done, you're just thinking about all the stuff that's going to happen, all the cool stuff. Wow, it's going to be great and stuff like that. You just can't wait. And then later on, the truth starts setting in. And I think I would have been fine if I didn't know, if I didn't dive any deeper. And I'm really glad I did, because when I dive deeper into what I had to do when I removed my implants, that I also have to, get a full capsulectomy. And the more I dug into it, and it's all about how, like, you're removing the scar tissue, around your chest, your lung area. If you remove it, it can, cause some deformity or some indentation. And oh my gosh, all that stuff is getting so overwhelming. So yeah, this is crazy, I mean, I wish I knew this before, but I thought that it was just people, overhyping things. Oh, they're just talking crap, Of course, anytime you have something foreign in your body, of course, your body is forming stuff to protect itself. But that's the best part, the best version. But if you got implants under the muscle, that I thought it was better, but it actually is probably worse, because now I'm starting to feel into my breast. I'm like, oh my gosh, is this normal? Wow, it's like indentation or something like that. So yeah, I just want to give you, ladies, an update. And I freaked out like last week. I was talking to one of the coordinators. I just hung up on her. I was like, no, I don't want to talk to you. I didn't say it like that, but that wasn't my attitude, because she was going to too much details. And then she was, and that just freaked me out. And you know what it is? I don't blame her, because, she was just trying to share what was going on and her point of view. But that really freaked me the hell out. I didn't want to talk to her anymore. I didn't want to see the doctor anymore. Wow, like all this nonsense. I should just get this thing removed and that's it. Who cares about the full capsulectomy? Because most doctors, what they would do, they'll just remove the implants and all the scar tissue, the capsule that was attached to it, that was growing outside of the foreign object, they just take it out. But if you're getting a full capsulectomy, I got this word right now, they're going to any scar tissue that was left in your breast that was stuck there. Okay, they're going to go and they're going to scrape it out, and that can cause deformity. So that's something that you have to know. Another thing is that, if you are going to leave that inside of you, please remember that's bacteria inside. Okay, some doctors will agree, some doctors will not agree, because it depends on the patient how sick they are. So I guess for me, it's probably a peace of mind. Oops. Sorry, my phone dropped. I was trying to, make it very cool up here so it can stay. But anyways, while I'm fixing my phone. But yeah, a lot of surgeons are probably going to say, oh, it's okay. You don't need to remove it. You don't need to take them out. So I just want to share that with you. It's like, they want to know, is it for peace of mind? Because sometimes when you take it out and you don't have any health issue, any health complication, you may be depressed because how your body would look. Am I ready for that? I don't know. But somehow I'm also, leaning towards the part where I should remove it, because what if I don't remove it, right? And what if like this bacteria and stuff like that will come back to haunt me later on when I'm like 80 years old or 90 years old, when I'm older, like, do I really want to go back inside my body to get another surgery to scrape it out? Because that's going to cost you probably another $10,000. And if there are any bacteria any other mode, I don't know, I'm just saying things out loud, any other nonsense that's inside your body formed by the bacteria, caused by the bacteria, do I really want to go back and do this? One thing is that I'm still really young right now. I'm not married yet. I'm still really young. And that's a lot I have to go through, honestly. And the other day I don't know, I think I was getting, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the food I was eating was a lot of onions, so that was kind of like messing with my nerves a little bit, because I felt my chest like really whatever. I don't know what that was yesterday, but it's always good to reach out to someone that had the surgery done, and they could just calm you down. But when I did reach out to the lady, she got it removed, but she did not get the full capsulectomy. But I was still fine, because I didn't want to, worry her that when she got her implants removed, she didn't get it done, because I don't want them to think negative thoughts, because sometimes when people think negative thoughts, they can manifest that. So I try to say, oh, you're probably fine if you don't have any health issues, because it's too late now. It's too late now that she already did it. She's very happy with her surgery and everything. I didn't want to say anything to her. Now, what I wish I knew, because I think later on, if I found out all the other information about surgery and then I didn't get a full one, I think I would have been really disappointed. And it's really expensive. It's about $9,000 to get the capsulectomy. $9,000. And sometimes, and I think lucky I had saline. If you have ruptured implant, and if it's ruptured, like some people, they have silicone, and I watch too much videos. Oh my gosh. When a silicone rupture and it leaks out and it gets stuck in your chest, and that's why people get sick, because when the silicone ruptures, that's when you really get sick. So like, I don't know, honestly. So the question you ask me now, like, do I regret getting implants? I am gonna have to, oh my gosh, regretfully say yes. I do regret, because if I regret it now, back then I was being like, I wouldn't say naive. I didn't want to hear it, because I was really excited. I want boobs. I want big, beautiful boobs that pops, I want to look sexy, like that was the next level up for me. And I don't think I wanted to hear it. Like, I don't know. It's really hard to tell a young person, and I wasn't that young. I was 30. I was still young, okay, but I wasn't like 20. At 20, I didn't have the money. At 30, I had the money. When you have the money, sometimes you just do crazy things, right? So yeah, I do regret it. And I just want to remove it, because I don't want to deal with this when I'm 60 years old. Or maybe I should, put new ones on and deal with it when I'm 60. Maybe then, who's going to care? I don't care what I look like then, right? So of course we have these crazy thoughts in our heads, because saline, it's, when it pops, it pops. You don't know what's going to happen. If you get a mammogram, I got my first mammogram today. And oh my God, if you had a mammogram before, you know what I'm talking about. Your breast gets squeezed more and more and more, especially if you have implants. And today it's like my period's about to come. So that's even worse, when your period's about to come down. Your boob is more sensitive. And like, she put your boob in this thing and it squish it all the way down. Oh my God, my implant's gonna squish. She was like, no, that never happens. Just because this part erupted, it leaked. I'm thinking this side is kind of like any day now. And it's funny, because I'm surprised the left side didn't leak, over the other side, because the left side, it's been really annoying, more annoying than ever. And when I don't know if you can see. Okay, let me see. Oh, this is suction cups that I did on myself, but I don't know if you can see, but oh geez, you probably can't see there. My left side is more swollen than my right side, and normally that was both sides of my neck, and you can see that right there. And you can see this right here. I don't know if you can see or not. I took pictures of it, but yeah. And I was so relieved. I'm like, oh my gosh, the pain is gone. Because do you know how many nights I was sleeping where I'm like, oh my God, I'm so freaking annoyed. My neck is bothering, my neck and shoulder. I'm doing that every day, neck and shoulder, and I'm always fixing my posture. So I think it's a good thing that I'm always conscious of my posture. But oh my gosh, like, it didn't matter what pillow I had, what bed I had. Like, I keep, this is like, I just got a new bed. My new bed is amazing. I love my new bed. And it just really allows you to sleep on your back. The only thing that is not going to let you sleep on your side. Sometimes I like to sleep on my side, but sleeping on your back is more healthier for you. And the bed I have, it allows me to sleep on my back so awesome. The only thing, when you start to lean on your side, oh my gosh, your neck will hurt because it's not made for side sleeping. But sometimes you just feel like you just want to sleep on your side. But other than that, that's it. Yeah, so I just wanted to update everyone, do I regret getting implants? Yes, I do, because I probably wish that I did more research and was more informed. But sometimes it's so hard to tell, because when you want something, you ignore the facts. Just think about a person you're dating, right? A boy or a girl, right? You're gonna go on a date, or you're in love with this person, or not even in love, but you finally have a boyfriend. You finally met someone that you really like, right? Especially you people who don't like everyone, right? You finally found someone that you really like, and everyone's telling you, red flags. Look at this, look at that, look at this, look at that. Do you listen to them? No. So hard to tell you hard-headed people these things, so everyone has to go through their own journey themselves. But I do not wish this on anyone, because, when you go to remove this, advisedly, to get the whole thing out, is a full capsulectomy, full total, because you could just remove the implants and the capsules that was attached to the implants. But when they're removing the implants out, there is a possibility that there is going to be some that's on the chest wall, and then the doctors have to go in and scrape it out. Okay, so that's my 200 cents for you. I hope this helped. I'm making this video for other people who's also considering getting implants. So if you know anyone who's considering getting implants, or either considering getting them removed, share this video to them. I'm pretty sure they would found value of this, and do more research, and you make the decision yourself. If you truly want the full capsulectomy, or you only want the partial that comes out with the implant. Again, some doctors going to say yes, some doctors going to say no, that you need to get the whole thing out. And some doctor, they're very like, oh, get the whole thing out. I believe that you can probably leave some in there. It's too thin. I kind of think that just, because you don't want to injure the chest wall. And yeah, you're going to have, bacteria living inside of you. So you got to decide which one you really, really want to do. But when someone's like 80 and 70 years old, they do not care anymore. They may care, but it's not going to be as much. I'm still young. I'm still 40, and I still care about my looks. Okay. So my thing is that, okay, when I get it done, and now I'm like, oh my gosh, do you feel the difference between, your boobs and stuff? Let me just give everyone like a visual, because people always like visuals, right? So, every day my boob gets smaller and smaller. Actually looks like not as bad right now. But when you feel your boobs, oh my goodness, it's flat. You feel like, oh my gosh, it's just like attached to the skin. It feels weird, I'm not saying like the ball balloon thing feels good. It doesn't feel good either, because something's stuck there. I think I definitely have a capsule contractor or whatever on this side. I think so, or something. Like, it feels like it just feels different, like this capsule contraction. Actually, I think I felt that the other day. And I told my girlfriend, I told my sister this. I didn't want to freak anyone out, so I just want to know what it was. And I did some research, and there are some ladies, they put castor oil on themselves. And I wrapped myself in castor oil, and you know what happened? The hardening went away. So if you think that you have a capsular a capsular contraction, a contracture. I don't freaking know the word, but you know what I'm talking about. I am not a medical doctor. Do it on your own risk, but this is what I did. I used castor oil and then I wrapped my body up, and I forgot, was it cold or hot? You warm it up. I so forgot. And then you wrap it up and you go to sleep with it. And then my boobs was soft again. So I really think I have a capsular contracture or whatever. Because one day I was like, why is both of my boobs so hard? I don't know what that was. But when I put castor oil on, I wrapped myself, I was totally fine. But this side, or maybe because I feel like there's this thing here, and the doctor, when he did it, he messed up my nipples on my left side. Like, I can't really feel, if anything, it feels more annoying than it feels good. You know, I just feel like something is there. Like something is there. Like the other side, it felt really natural. You know, I had like, you know, implants on the side. I had my feelings, everything was fine. But my left side, you know, yeah. So I just want to share that because, you know, even though it's TMI, but people like TMI. Sometimes we need TMI, right? Okay, all right, ladies. Yeah, but that's what I was just thinking to myself. If I feel like, you know, I'm not happy with it later on in the future, I can get a fat transfer or something like that. And that would probably be the farthest that I would go, you know, because, you know, our body image it's a lot, you know, because if you're afraid to, you know, like be naked in front of someone, that can mess you up with intimacy, you know. And sometimes I had that too on my flat boobs. I mean, it wasn't like flat, but it was small, you know. But at least if I kept it, I would probably have this size right now, and I would probably been fine and okay with it, you know. But, you know, that's what it is. This is the world that we live in. So, yeah, I hope this helped, you know, one or two people. And any questions, put in a comment box, and I'll be happy to answer them when I can. Bye.